Hello guys, Wahoo here, back with another video. This time around we are talking more about the Paragon level system. Well, not the system per se, we are talking about the ring crafting part of it. If you have watched my previous video, I just wrapped up the previous video I did. It was a 30-minute video. I hope it's not going to be as long, but we'll see what happens. I talked in the other video. I released them at the same time so you can watch whatever you want. But the first video I talked about the Paragon levels, all these things that are coming to that, also the whatever Paragon pinatas there is. We talked about the bombarel changes. One change that I also don't like about it, I'm just going to mention it one more time because... Alright, I just have to pause for a second because people might be saying this or kind of yelling this at the screen. I did see that they said with Paragon update we do not want bombarel to be the best way for people to gain Paragon levels. And they want people to engage with it because they want it enjoyable and want them to obtain bombarel rewards for themselves and so on, and not for economic power. But I still do not agree with the no experience for this. I know that they want people to not gain the experience for bombarel, but I just feel like it's not that big of a deal. I could see them not removing it completely, but reducing it so it would be more beneficial to maybe do dungeons or delves. I understand that would be cool, but I don't think removing it completely from the game, I don't want to do that. I did read the thing that they said about the enjoyable update, whatever. I think they just reduce it so you don't gain as much. So I just think that it's not great that they're removing the experience, but I just wanted to say that I did read why they wanted to do so, but I still don't agree with them. I do say in the video previous that I don't know why they're doing it, but it's more like why they are removing the experience completely and not just nerfing it. I'm just reading, or I'm seeing this when I'm editing the videos. I just wanted to clarify that when I said that. So with that said, let's jump back. I want to make sure that I say this. The bombarel no longer gives experience. I'm not happy about this change. This is the only thing I really don't like about the change. This is the main thing, and I will definitely make my voice heard, hopefully. But I will just like to know why they're taking out experience for bombarel, because it just gives a nice alternative to, leveling up and stuff. But this is not what this video is about. It is about the ring crafting. That is why you guys clicked on this video, so I'm just making sure that you can see what is going on right here. So as we knew, ring crafting was going to go up to 300. I said in the previous video that I also think that rune crafting is going to be 300 because that's the last profession we're missing. And of course I'll make a video talking all about how you're going to level that all stuff up. So as I say, players can now level ring crafting to 300. Crystal rings, that was the one we talked about. We talked extensively about the primal loops and stuff like that in the previous video. They also talked them as they call them Santoria rings or something like that. I'm just gonna call them crystal rings because that's what but yeah, can be crafted by players with 300 skill in ring crafting at the ring crafting bench. Rather than choosing from 1 to 4 ring types like the previous tier, the ring box allows the player to significantly which class. Determine rather the ring. Okay. And also changing which hidden effect appears on the ring. So there's a hidden effect, and that's what I'm going to talk about. But before you just you crafted you could click. You can see the different rings, right? You can see there was one with physical damage, one with spell or magic damage, right? I don't know why they called it spell damage, but usually it's just magic damage. Anyways, and then there was Lacemancy and one other. I can't remember what the last one was. So there's 4 different you could craft in the different tiers, like for Shadow, Stellar, Radiant, and also for Stellar, yeah. But now there's just like whatever. If you have a ring, you make a ring box, and it's just a ring box. Doesn't matter. This is called ring box. Let's say that you open it on a near ninja. It's gonna be with physical damage, so it's always going to spawn with whatever class you are on, so just keep that in mind when you have that. Alright, so the hidden effect, that is what very interesting. Hidden effects are ways to temporarily enhance the power of rings with augmenting one of the class abilities. So I don't know how this is going to work. I talked about these actually in my previous video that was not going to make new class build guides, because these are temporary buffs. And these are probably amazing buffs. I will read them, all of them, go through them one by one. But they're only temporary. We don't know how much in temporary is. That's what I would try and say. Like temporary, is that 5 minutes? Is it 10 minutes, 15 minutes, whatever it is, right? And I'm a fan of both the temporary, but I would like to just be permanent buffs, to be honest, because we don't know what happened with all of these. Like I did previous videos where I talked about, you know, new class gyms and stuff like that, and I got dodged on the questions because apparently this is what they were doing that was what they were doing in the there. So I was asking when we're going to see the new class gyms, because I was going to do new build guides for all my classes. But if these temporary things are, I'm not going to make new class guides for that, because yeah, sure, get some temporary ones, but it's not disrupts gameplay. If you like has like one of these buffs, like this one, for example, you know, then you lose that buff, right? And you have to go back and do it. And if you don't want to go back to your whatever and open, you can't even do it in Geo Topside. You can't even open your own cornerstone, right? So you have to go back to a Club World or anywhere else to do that. So it disrupts gameplay. So temporary buffs are not something that is in a build guide, for at least how I feel. Anyways, crystal rings can be placed in the ring polisher. Also can be found in the Paragon Palace. That's the one they teased last time. To empower one of these classes hidden for 7 days. Okay, so it's for 7 days, but plus the remainder of the current day in spending. Primal loops. Okay. Paragon receives additional 2 days. Okay, plus the. Okay, so it is for a whole week. I'm a little skeptical on. I don't want to make new build guides for temporary buffs. I'm just gonna say it like that. If people are going, I will just update the. I'll update the description. Just put in like for which one you should temporary upgrade if you want to do that. I'm gonna do that because I'm probably not gonna run with these, except if these are like super necessary, which I doubt they are going to be. I think they're gonna be pretty nice. But yeah, I would just love seeing some other clash gyms as well in a random system. I know that's maybe more lazy, but I just would like to see that instead of hidden effects or temporary buffs or something like that. I don't know. Each day the polish expires at the normal reset time. When polish runs out, another primal loop must be spent choosing another or reactivating the previous. Of course, yeah, it's gonna spend. So there is a sync. I guess there is sync to all these loops. But it's not going to happen for me. I'm probably not going to do so. So each class can spend class-specific crystal rings coming with 2 available hidden effects. So each class currently have 3 hidden effects total. They said currently, so they're probably going to expand on these. So we're probably going to see more hidden effects. That's going to be great, I guess. Anyways, let's just go over which ones it is and kind of I gotta rate them a little bit. Ironer Will increases damage redirection done by Iron Will, and the Knight will gain a damage reduction. So that's a kind of a tanking. Overcharge using charge gives movement speed, increasing. That's the one we were all testing on the PTS server. When you use charge, you get like a little movement speed. It was actually kind of nice, and I was kind of hyped about it for the Knight. Damage dealt by Smash. Reduce the cooldown of Iron Will by 1 second. Here, I would say the charge is the only one that's really cool, but that's not using. Then you don't use your Clash Gem and such one. But anyways, Chloromancer creates a shield, low life creates a shield at low life, reducing damage. That's the one. That was also one of the Clash things. Weird growth after dealing damage. Gain a buff that spawns plant randomly nearby a short time. I don't know, really random nearby for a short time. I don't think that's really what it was. Base attack has a tendency to spawn a mini green Gatling. The mini green has a tendency to spawn a mini great Gatling, green Gatling. So this was also one of the things we were looking at, and I was kind of liking this one, but I would only again use it if it. So far, I would not spend things to get these temporary buffs, to be honest. I think if you're leveling, maybe these are pretty nice to do, but so far it was also going to be I think maybe it's a good idea because maybe some of the things that they wanted to do was a little underwhelming, but yeah. Bart, Paceful Song now reduce damage done to allies. This one was also one of the one we tested, and that was not going to go into like a build. So I think this might be the best way if you're kind of rethinking it, because like these are temporary buffs, so they're not significant for any build. The bard gains a critical strike bonus for all 3 bard song buffs are active. At maximility, gain a small damage boost, again overload, so yeah, a little damage over there. Got the boomer trigger an explosion on each bow attack. So that was also one which I was actually trying to get a bow on my boomer for some time, because that the trigger explosion was actually pretty nice. Then you got the cyclone again. Every 3rd melee attack now pulls enemies in. That could actually be quite nice. Actually, that's the first one I'm actually kind of, that's actually not bad. And then the addition, the urn, that's the ultimate, triggers an additional effect. So it will be like, if it's big, like small bombs, and they'll spawn chickens as well, or whatever. Just like one of the rotation, it will just trigger one of them. Spawn a cupcake when taking damage below 50%, refills the NPG bar. That's a candy bar. Sorry if I didn't say that. And so sweet swirling wind now spawns a gumdrop as well. So that's a gumdrop. That's one of the thing from the, I think from the ultimate, I'm pretty sure. But then this one is the spin to win. That's the one we were talking. We were very hyped about. I was very hyped about this class because it removes the movement speed reduction instead. So this is also amazing, but for temporary buffs, this is something you want to get on every single time, right? And yes, it lasts the whole week, but I don't know. I'm not gonna run around doing it. Anyways, let's come. Fired Up and Force is now applied to 2 allies when used. Energy Blast now applies the same damage when also lasers apply, and then a laser leap and hero's charge grants a buff that heals while dealing damage for a short time. Okay, so that's hopefully something new as well. So say, oh my dinos, that's a dino tamer. Dino buddy now spawns 2 instead of 1. That was also kind of unwhelming, but kind of a quality of life kind of change. That was kind of cool. Oh, here we got Mr. Chomp Chomp. Dino Mount now spawns a T-Rex minion. Okay, so you get an extra ally, a person next to a T-Rex. Maybe that just mimics what you're doing. That'd be kind of cool. Then you got D-Boons, apply damage over time. We did that. We talked about we talked about that as well. We didn't know what the damage numbers would be, but it was, something different. It could be quite significant as we, did. Then you got the Dracolite, spawns 2 Dracolite allies when using the ultimate. That was one of the one we actually also used. Spitfire has a chance to grant a buff that allows you to be free using a short time. When dodging the Acolyte leaves a burnt offering. Okay, in burnt offering, we don't really know what that is, but maybe it's a blazing trail. I could see people buffing their rings with these hidden effects if you're playing like the Dracolite. If you only play Dracolite, for example, I could maybe go in and getting one of these effects just because, but or one of the other ones. But we got a bunch of them still, so we gotta go. All right, so Berserk Gunslinger, that's when using, but that also reduces the movement speed greatly. We tried to do that. Dodging gives instantly charge shot. Okay, so you can actually dodge, and that's going to give you a charge shot. Resets after a short cooldown. Charge shot have a chance of stunning, so maybe locked and loaded would be something you would look into. The Big Chill summons a crash of the player. That's the one we're actually talking about. That while the Ice Stage was on ice, it got additional critical chance hit and damage. So these two actually, so these could actually be, because you can have 2 buffs on it. So Nice Ice Baby and Ass Cold designs would be something you would put together. That would actually be kind of cool. And then you got Frost War triggers at low life. Then you got the Lunar Lancer from the moon with Lunar form. The basic attack and respond to the Meteor. The Meteor was kind of nice. Dodging lowers its cooldown on grappling. Okay, that's pretty awesome. This is actually pretty awesome actually, because you can in your rotation by moving, you're gonna dodge, and then you can grapple, you can dodge some more, grapple some more, and stuff like that. That's pretty good actually. That's not terrible for a temporary buff. If you play the Lunar Lancer a lot, I'm gonna say that. After using you get a movement speed instead of attack. Okay, that's cool. I also saw it in Jitsu somewhere. Clone Jitsu. A clone creates a shadow flip, explodes at the end of its duration. There is gaining slow fall. Oh, that's the slow fall one where you use your ultimate. Gain energy when dodging. Okay, so this is actually also amazing. This is also amazing. I was kind of on the fence before about these temporary buffs, but some of them are pretty good. Okay, I'm gonna lie, they're all right. I gotta convert. I think they're okay, some of them, but they don't seem necessary. It doesn't seem like something I want to change for a build guide, but I will put in some of them, like some of them that are significantly like this one. But which one was it? What I'm talking about, the Dino Temper, for example. I'll still probably put in 2 of them if I want to. Maybe I'll just put these in. Just say, hey, this is something you can put on your rings if you want to, but none of these are pretty good, to be honest. Maybe the T-Rex do damage, but you do enough damage yourself, so I don't know why you would have this. It more be like a leveling thing, but like this one, for example, this is something all the ninjas just need to have all the time to just gain that energy. We don't know how much energy it is, but you will be gaining it. All right, so let's finish out the last one. We got the Pirate Captain. Using the Mana War, that's the ultimate, that the Parrot Cannoneer, so that was actually doing kind of nice. Also the base attack now, so like this one, also the debuffs is pretty cool, but basically if you shot at an enemy, your minions would shoot at that target, which kind of seems kind of dumb because it shoots anywhere and it shoots enough, so yeah. Then you got First Mate has a chance to spawn doubloons when hitting an enemy, so First Mate is your cannons, so they will also spawn doubloons for you when they hit them. Shadow Hunter, sneaky traps when dodging. The Shadow Hunter drops Sun Snare. So Sun Snare is probably something that is just a, I don't know if that is it called Sun Snare, the traps they can put down already. I don't know, but all right. When fully using a charge radiant, increased damage. So temporarily, we kind of didn't like that one. When enemies with Shadow Mark are defeated, the Shadow Hunter heals for a small amount. Okay, so there's some healing in there. That could be nice for what's it called, for leveling and such. Now we got the Revenant. This one is also amazing. This is also amazing. They kind of messed it up a little bit here. They didn't put in a line there. Anyways, speed spears. Spears, that's the one on your number 1 ability. You have the spears that are doing a lot of damage. No longer slows the Revenant. This was something I was also very excited about. I wish this was a class gem because I wish that the slow would be gone. Spirit Squad, Spirit Storm summons a group of tiny Spirit Wraith. This kind of might also be kind of cool, but not something that's going to be absolutely amazing. When on low life, the Spirit Storm is triggered automatically and has a long cooldown. So you can... Spirit Storm is, of course, the ultimate, if you didn't know. Then you got the Tomb Raiser, Banshee's Blaze. The attack has summoned a baby Banshees. Okay. Basic attacks. Okay, nice. Reduces this is the drain. Was kind of... Okay, that seems like just a more quality of life thing that we do. Using... has a chance to spawn the larger skeleton. We showed that off. When the larger skeleton then dies, it spawns small skellies, so you can get even more. Then you got the Fate Trickster, Dancing Partner. Fate Trickster summons a Fate Juggernaut that taunts enemy. Oh, the taunts enemies. That's actually not too terrible. Mobilize. The Fate Dance summons a large. The ultimate basically summons a big staff that follows you. That was a really cool thing that spawned with you or had with you. I really like that one when it was thinking it was class gem. When taking damage, the Fate Trick has a chance to spawn a Glitter Bomb at this location. The Glitter Bomb has increased range and stun. So the Glitter Bomb is the one you have on your number 1 ability you throw, and that if you take damage, you can actually that. So that could be also kind of cool for leveling and stuff like that. Like here we go. Like existing crystal equipment, the crystal ring range from 1 to 4, so you still have to do 1 to 4. The levels have to be 1 to 4. Okay, so we're not gonna get crystal 5 rings. We're only gonna get crystal 4 rings. It's kind of disappointing. I wanted to get all to 5. Maybe they will introduce 5 when they introduce crystal gear 5. We'll see. Crystal 5 gear. We'll see. A new batch available related to polishing under the polish section of the gameplay. If there's a badge, I might have to polish some stuff because I want a gameplay badge. So we might have to polish them, even though I don't want to. I will probably have to do it a little bit just to get the badge. Let's see how many it is. The rings is 3 visual representative e-class, which the visual represent not impacting the stats. They will change the name of the item by adding a prefix. Okay, so they'll not change. They'll just add this text to it when they are polished or enchanted with that in power. But that was the. Let me go to the top of here again. That was the ring thing, the ring crafting, crystal rings, polishing, all that stuff. But I should have said in the beginning, I'm so sorry. This is of course linked in the description. I said that in the last video as well, but I always link the stuff in the description, so you can just go ahead and read all this if you want to. But yeah, this video is already 20 minutes. I can see it already 20 minutes. So I promised it wasn't going to be as long as the other one, but it took a while to go through all of them. So that was good. It's already like almost an hour talking about these two PTS nodes, but and it kind of seems like insignificant kind of things, but I thought there was some good stuff in there as well. The only thing, like I said before, I didn't like was the Bomb Royale experience gone. You can check out the previous video if I go more in depth about all the stuff around the Bomb Royale as well. So anyways, thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you like it, make sure you like, subscribe. It helps me out very much and super much appreciate. And I will see you in the next one. Bye!